Hi there, I'm Machine Pun Kelly, and today I want to talk about transgender people. Specifically, do transgender people exist, or is it as simple as there are only two sexes? Let's dive into what the science says. This video provides a detailed examination of the scientific evidence supporting the existence of trans people, drawing from biological, genetic, neurological, and psychological research. It aims to offer a thorough understanding for readers seeking depth beyond basic summaries. Reflecting the complexity and ongoing nature of this field as of March 12, 2025. Transgender individuals are those whose gender identity differs from the sex assigned at birth, often experiencing gender dysphoria, a condition marked by distress due to this mismatch. The question of their existence in scientific terms centers on whether there is a biological or psychological basis for this identity, challenging views that it is merely a choice or social construct. Research has increasingly explored genetic, hormonal, and brain-based factors alongside psychological frameworks to validate transgender experiences. Genetic studies provide evidence for a biological basis, with several investigations identifying specific gene variants linked to transgender identity. A notable study by the Hudson Institute of Medical Research, published in 2018, analyzed DNA from 380 transgender women and found certain versions of 12 genes significantly overrepresented compared to non-transgender males, particularly those involved in processing sex hormones like estrogen and androgen. This study, led by Professor Vincent Harley, suggested these genetic variations might lead to less androgen processing, potentially contributing to brain development more aligned with a feminine identity, offering a potential biological explanation for gender dysphoria. Further genetic research, such as a 2020 study from Science Daily, identified 21 variants in 19 genes related to estrogen signaling pathways in the brains of 30 transgender individuals, critical for establishing whether the brain is masculine or feminine. These findings, while preliminary due to small sample sizes, suggest a genetic predisposition, with twin studies also indicating heritability, though specific genes remain elusive. Neurological evidence, brain studies. Brain imaging studies have been pivotal, showing that trans individuals' brain structures often align more with their identified gender than their assigned sex. A 2016 study from Scientific American highlighted MRI examinations of 24 female-to-male and 18 male-to-female individuals, finding pre-treatment brain structures more similar to their experienced gender, such as thinner subcortical areas in FTM subjects, typically seen in cisgender men. Another study, published in Nature in 2020, used structural MRI data to show increased misclassification of biological sex in transgender women, suggesting brain phenotypes differ from both cisgender men and women. A 2018 study presented at the European Society of Endocrinology meeting found that brain activity and structure in transgender adolescents more closely resembled their desired gender, suggesting these differences may occur early in development. This is an unexpected detail, as it implies neurological divergence may be innate, challenging traditional views of gender as solely socially constructed. Psychological and social evidence. Psychologically, transgender identity is increasingly recognized as a valid aspect of human diversity, not a mental disorder. The American Psychological Association, APA, clarifies that being transgender is not pathological, with gender dysphoria being a treatable condition related to the distress of gender incongruence, not the identity itself. A 2015 study by Walter Bochting, funded by the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development, explored transgender identity development across the lifespan, reinforcing its stability and validity. Research also addresses the social impact, with studies like one from PMC in 2020 highlighting gender minority stress, where trans individuals face discrimination and rejection, contributing to psychological distress. This underscores the need for gender-affirming care, which longitudinal studies show can reduce distress and improve mental health outcomes. While the evidence is compelling, there are limitations. Many studies have small sample sizes, such as the 30 individuals in the Science Daily Gene Variant Study, leading to preliminary classifications. Controversies exist, with some, like Scientific American in 2021, cautioning against biological essentialism, arguing that searching for a cause might oversimplify gender identity. The scientific evidence strongly suggests that trans people exist with a basis in biology and psychology. Genetic and brain studies indicate innate differences aligning with identified gender, while psychological research validates identity and addresses associated distress. Thanks for watching. If you learned something, remember to hit like and subscribe.